Snazzy's policies. So when we come to academics, we have the Wi-Fi scheme.
Who actually spend their feeding fee on
data
alone.
Are you having people who take photos into exams or take pictures? So these are all questions people are concerned about. How did you get the questions onto the website? How are the lectures? Do the lectures have consent? Have you asked?
Last question is it shouldn't be an initiative to convince me to vote for you. Come on.
Good day, you all. Welcome to Student Politics. Yesterday, our SRC candidate aspirants read their manifesto, and then we are here as concerned students to talk about what they said, what we were expecting them to say, and what we weren't expecting them to say. So I have here with me on my left LJ, who is a concerned student, and also I have here Andy, who is also a concerned student about student politics. And please, this is a disclaimer. What we are doing here today is not propaganda. We are just concerned students who want to bring our voice out today. So thank you very much for listening, and then stay tuned for more. As I said earlier, this show looks at priority of students and not propaganda. I'm Jamal, your host. Let's get it. So today we have on our list 3 agenda boys who are contesting for the SRC president portfolio. We are only talking about the SRC president because we are the main players when it comes to this activities, you all know. So we have John ACKON, who is popularly known as Snazzy. We have CLIFFORD AGYEI, who is Aki-Ola, and we have MUMIN. We'll start with Snazzy's policies. So when we come to academics, we have the Wi-Fi scheme or extending the Wi-Fi scheme. So LJ, what do you think about the Wi-Fi scheme?
Okay, so the Wi-Fi, one of the most important thing I was even expecting, because when we came to level 100, like we're having access to Wi-Fi, like around when you are around junior, then grade 12. But then you go to a time we weren't having access to it unless you go to the IT. And that one too, you'll be sitting, there's no even desk, you'll be sitting around the AC before you get access to the Wi-Fi. Even at the auditorium, you won't get access. So it's a very, very important thing. And looking at it, it will even reduce the cost of data bundle. Like students are.
Do you know that I did a survey, and then the number of people who actually spend their feeding fee on data alone. Personally, I can spend like a lot of money on this data, and then even with that, the network price is
tell it out to Charlie.
But and then one thing I also found out is even with the school Wi-Fi, there are some students who only know the password. It's not for all everybody.
And that one is
it's through connection. For you to get Wi-Fi, it's through connection. So if someone is trying to bring it has a policy that's going to expand the Wi-Fi on campus, I think it's a very bright idea.
And let's look at the extension, the areas that he talked about. He was trying to make it clear that like even being at the auditorium, the ladies were around junior to junior, you'll be able to access it. So I think this one,
I think it also cuts across Great Hall, Union, Jida.
So around the basketball.
Yes.
So if he's able to implement this, we'll be having access to Wi-Fi on campus. And I think that will help the student population.
But I think one other aspirant was also talking about giving out data or something. That was what I heard. I don't know if it's a rule.
We'll get to the agenda boys. Their agenda is plenty. So we'll get there.
But then the Wi-Fi there, I'm very happy about it.
Okay. So what you want is the Wi-Fi. You want Wi-Fi? Okay. So the next on our list for Snazzy's academic policies is provision of basic materials to classrooms or departments. Basic materials like markers, dusters, replacing of marker boards, and so on and so forth. I personally have a personal experience with this. Sometimes you go to class, your course is not in. There's no marker, there's no duster. The lecturer is in. Bring me marker, let me write something, there's no marker. The lecturer walks out. What do? You failed your exams. So I think this is a good initiative. LG, what do you think?
Andy, what do you
see? This problem has been. It's like it is the core, the basic thing that is actually going on in this school. That common materials, common teaching and learning materials I don't know
But
what's
bro,
going on, but
like
it is being a hassle between the
this
students.
thing, me although that it's good that SRC will like provide this kind of things,
Yes.
but then these things are common things that I'm expecting the faculty's head to 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 do that.
You know,
Faculty head.
yes, I understand the faculty has, but the faculty has, you see, they account to SRC in a way. So if the SRC is the head, is the board, I think they have to create a channel.
Listen, I mean, I'm seeing it that there are more like more things to be done by the SLC, and these ones are good initiative. But then, like I'm looking at um, the perspective that these are very few things that I think the faculty has to make responsible.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I think they are looking at it in a way that university are using projectors. So why should we give you markers? But some lecturers, too, when they come,
No,
they want to elaborate more.
Like how-
They want to elaborate more with their markers instead of the
So
projector.
if university are using a projector, then
What's the need
so
for
and
that?
that's why what's the need of
Why-
the
why-
whiteboard? Why is it there?
Yeah, so that is very necessary. So I think
Getting the material, the teaching, basic teaching material is very key. Every class,
And
it should be there.
the
We don't have to
the one
beg.
at auditorium itself is not English.
Most of the things are sport. Most of the boards are sport. Nothing.
I think the board is necessary.
And
so we are suffering.
It's necessary.
we are suffering.
If
Basically,
the
we are
SRC
very-
The students are so.
But yes to the faculty heads.
Why you pressing much?
Okay.
Markets are to be given by the faculty.
Okay,
Not
okay,
SRC.
okay.
Sorry.
So one thing Snazzy also said was provision of sockets to replace damaged sockets in the
Yeah.
lecture halls and then fixing of fans. So LJ, what do you think about this initiative?
For me, I will take the first. Like, that you get to the auditorium or the horse and you be sweating once we are having.
I know we are in Tamale too. Look at Tamale, 88
So-
degrees Celsius, bro.
A lecturer will leave his AC car, his AC office.
I bet now 88 degrees Celsius.
Come to your class, and then the temperature there can even boil yam
Oh, Charlie.
in class.
So I think the fans.
it's very sad.
they need to
The fans, they don't fix it for you.
You
Relax.
see, one problem about the first is the actual electrical connections and things in our buildings.
Huh?
Hey,
It's another
engineer.
problem.
Charlie, engineer. Oh, okay.
I've been
Because the
noticing.
lecture and the fans will be working, but the
No
socket will not
socket.
be working. The socket will be working.
Room,
and the fans-
room one has light, room two does not have.
Separation of powers. Separation of powers.
That is
So,
crazy.
So let's
let's
move on to the next list agenda on our list. We have here SRC water. So Snazzy is telling us she's going to provide more polytanks to expand the water distribution project. Because we know this now, Kwala. You are buying water at 3 cities. The 3 cities is dam water. You are not getting good water to use. Come on, look at my skin. Fine white sandwich.
Should I tell you
Oh,
something?
no.
Water distribution has been one of the major challenges from campus.
Yeah,
and
I know, right?
if one person is trying to bring an initiative or to help expand an existing project, I think it is a very good point, because during Hamatan season where we don't have water, it is a struggle. You have to be fighting with sometimes cattle to get dam water.
This particular policy said, there shouldn't be no aspirant, SRC aspirant, who will not mention water project.
Water
Because-
is big.
Water me too. So 3 cities. As a student, I'm buying water at 3 cities a week. I buy water almost 300 Ghana cedis. Can you imagine?
You see,
How much will I use to eat? My chop money is 100 cedis a month.
This
Oh,
was
no. They have to work on the
this
water
water
project.
project. Snazzy, I would say as a SWAT administration started it, but it was Snazzy who was like delivering the water. To
Okay, so
students.
Snazzy has already started doing
that
it.
was
And
that was then.
one thing I find
So he's
challenging-
saying it. Me, I believe he can.
one thing I find challenging is
because
not-
that
it
was
was-
his policy.
when doing SWAT administration, I stand to be corrected. Students did not really know much about
Yeah.
the water system. So if he wants to continue with it, there should be a distinction between the normal or the ordinary water sellers and then the SRC. there should be an indication that this is
But
what
I
SRC.
think this current administration, they are selling the water at 2 to 50% instead of 3 cities, which is sold by the local vendors. But I mean, I think we can even go down if we
Maybe
get
like
more
2
polytanks
cities.
and there's more motokin.
then
You can get the water at cheap prices and sell them at 2 cities.
2 cities or
Because
you raise
yes.
a concern like there should be a distinction.
Yes, a distinction between.
You know, the SWAT administration when Snazzy started, they weren't using like their own motokin. Like they were hiring the motokin from someone, and this administration has been able to purchase one. So we are expecting Snazzy's administration to add more motokins to it.
So there should be something like maybe
because he has started it
with,
and he has been in the administration
with
for
stickers.
long. He has started it and you know how to
so that we will know that when this motokin is coming, it's SRC.
But this current motokin is having indication like SRC.
Okay. Then that is very good.
All right.
And the water amount should be.
It should come down.
Now, me, I'm even having on. If it's even 150% safe,
from
very, very happy.
Level 100 was
so Snazzy, I'm looking up to you.
Level 100.
Oh, you have done it before.
Level 200, they went to 250%. Level 300 now we are buying water 3 Ghana cedis. Level 400,
a week I can buy water. Like
and you know one funny thing.
I said 300.
You know one funny thing. I heard the local vendors, the distributors, local people, they go buy the water at 50 pesos per gallon.
I said
so they buy it at 50 pesos.
Some of them do not even buy the water.
What do you think?
One time I was working, corners. And then one of these water sellers, I don't know the kind of water this man has just gotten, but he had filtered the water in a way and then just pouring everything back into he was doing it very sharp in a way that you will not know what he's doing.
They'll bring the water, the water is not clear. I see the water is not clear. I tell them, please, is this pipe water? This is pipe water. It's pipe water. It's pipe water. Pipe water.
Oh my goodness. So if someone is bringing an initiative like that, it's a very brilliant.
All right.
I believe in this policy. You will deliver.
All right.
I don't.
So our last policy on Snazzy's list is based on entertainment. So Snazzy is saying he's going to inculcate cultural display and live band into our entertainment activities. This is
crazy in a way that we live in a traditional place, a traditional society. Let's say we are here in Northern Region. If artist night or something, we are showing the people that yes, this is the culture of Northern Region. It is very brilliant.
Yeah, I remember level 200. There was some, I don't know where the Bomba Student Association. They brought their girls and then a very nice dance. They were shaking the bottom. Oh yeah. This is culture. They were dancing nicely. I think the whole place was full. Everyone was interested in watching. Yeah, so I think the cultural display is going to have an impact.
I would take the live band at least. You see, the SRC artist night. Sometimes, depending on the artist. Sometimes I wouldn't feel like going, but the live band.
Like the question to Snazzy is it going to do only the live band, or are you going to add up to it? So maybe we have live band session, and we'll have artist night
something.
All right,
something crazy.
He's trying to add up to the artist night to make it catchy.
Oh, okay. Then, so that's done. Delving into Snazzy's policies. We'll move on to the next aspirant agenda boy we have on our list, who is CLIFFORD AGYEI, also known as Aki-Ola.
Yes, everyone knows about
Aki-Ola. Okay. So, what does Aki-Ola have for us? So, first on Aki-Ola's list for academics is the portal issue. Aki-Ola said he's going to develop a mobile app for UDS. So he's replacing the UCM we have right now because we have problems with it and bringing a mobile app.
No, none of their policies is not doable. But then we are looking at the priority of the student first. Like it's good. But then looking at the portal issue is something that the school itself, the administration, is having problem with it.
So the whole UDS administration, the whole UDS vice dean, dean of students,
even lectures
HODs.
reported they
So
have
computer
issues.
science dean is even aware of it. All right.
HODs are even having issues about the portal. It's not about students. It is like
Me,
it's
I
not
want
about
to-
students. It's
I want
like
to
a
ask a
general
question.
based thing.
Is it that he has the portal already, or when he comes, he's going to?
So he said he has developed a mobile app, but unless he becomes
So
the SRC president,
So
before
what
he
I heard
communicates
is he has developed a mobile app which is perfectly running. So I think it's already there. I think it's something that is already done. I don't know how it came about,
But-
but I don't know how you're going to maintain this. Are you going to use SRC funds or and then the app is for you? The app is for you. Are you dashing it to us, or you are going to be paying you monthly subscription because
There are some
it's not
things
going to be for free.
There are some things that
No.
we have to take into consideration. One of them, websites, privacy and security. Building a student portal is very big. It's a huge. It's for the whole university. Now, you as a computer science student, you have skills in computer science. Your fellow student is also a computer science student. How assured are we that that person cannot hack into your website to
And one
do
thing,
something?
the school administration will not like give you the access to your own colleague, whatever, like
Yes, yes.
access to your own colleague
And I
results
think,
and all that.
and I think
This
since
one-
the app was built by, he said the app was built by himself, or he has built the app, he will be able to have access to our results.
Yeah,
That's
Because
what
you
app
are
is
you are
built.
the
And the school
creator,
is not going to allow that.
and you are going to you'll be able to navigate your way through to
Let's
get any.
let's
The
look at
school is
this.
not also going
Let's
to
look at
allow.
this thing.
So this
So I think
UDS is city Yampala.
yeah, like
Yes,
three
we are like
campuses.
3 different campuses. UCM is for all of us.
All of us.
So if you are going, is it going to restrict his
For-
portal
for
for only
Yampala.
Yampala?
No, he said the whole
He
UDS,
is going
the
to
whole
collaborate
UDS.
But
with
city
come
campus
on.
has their own administration, SRC administration. Different campuses have different. So is it going to be a collab, or
That's what.
like
So
there
I
should
think
be a clear-
I think the mobile app is a good
it
idea.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because LEG has one and KNU has
Yes,
one.
it makes sense.
But the procedure in which he's trying to implement it, you don't build your own mobile app and then tell
Yes.
us you're going to implement it on
And
us.
I'm
So
this one-
what he's supposed to do is let me end. What he's supposed to do is you have to collaborate and find a company, a registered company,
Yes.
who builds app. Have a contract with them so that we know that yes, this company is providing us with this mobile app, not from Aki-Ola. You get it?
And
That's
one-
my point.
one-
But it's a very good
One
initiative.
thing that I'm saying that if he's having this initiative, it's a very brilliant initiative.
Of course.
But you shouldn't depend on the SRC before you bring it. You know that this one
As a
it will be
computer
a merit
science,
on your name.
as a computer
Like,
science
yeah,
student,
it will be
it is
something
very
on your own.
brilliant if
Yeah.
you come out with. And
Don't
that
depend
is-
on the SRC alone.
Yes.
So in case you don't get the SRC,
That means
you
you
help us with the
No,
with
the app, that one, yeah, you won't help you because the app is
Well,
already
look
there.
at-
The app is already there. That's what Aki-Ola says. So forget about
No,
it.
forget
So Aki-Ola, please, the mobile app, no, please let us see the
Yes,
home.
I see it to be a very good,
It's a-
it's a nice idea.
All right.
Maybe we need clarification on how
Yeah.
it's going to work.
And I think
A detailed
know-
clarification, because
you
sometimes
know-
you ask him and then he will be saying
The
something.
question is, one, have we been able to go through all the process, like or speak to the vice dean or students, whatever, the vice chancellor or whatever?
and
Because
okay.
this thing
is-
is something that the administration itself
And
is
then
aware of it.
you have
Come on.
you have 6 months. You have 6
Yes.
months.
So how sure?
Your first 3 months, your budget won't be your budget is not approved. How are you
Going to
going
use
to lobby?
SRC money to
my
fund all these? Come on.
Let's move on to the next project.
Oh.
So we have next on the list the SRC website.
The same
Um,
website.
Aki-Ola said he has built an SRC website for past questions for students. So we're going to use our SRC funds to maintain the functionality of this website. So what do you think about
Let's-
this
let's-
SRC
go-
past,
go-
past
go-
questions
see-
website?
See, I'm not a computer science student, but I know something about website. Building a website, by getting a domain, you have to pay.
You have to
Right.
pay.
You
He
have
said he has paid the dollars already.
You have paid the so you
You have
are
paid the dollars already.
you are SRC, you are an SRC president. You have a website. So if you are leaving office, are you going to sell the website to a school, or you are going to just hand it over? Who is going to take care? Are you going to use SRC monitor.
Is
There are
next,
questions.
is the next administration also coming to like
There
continue
are
with
questions.
it, or the next administration will stop?
I you see,
there are
Think of it.
questions, so-
Think of it.
See.
Will the next administration use his money, the SRC money, to fund it, or the
I don't
person
know
will
if
stop?
his policies are long term or short term. I don't know.
Like it's kind
But-
of short term because
But see, the website portal
and
brilliant. It's
forget
very brilliant.
about the what do you call it, the questions and the past questions. Me, my faculty, for instance, there are a lot of new departments, and we are not having access to past questions. And not that like it's a new faculty, they are now
It is-
creating
I believe-
new questions.
I believe it is illegal
not
to get past questions. I believe. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Kind
or
of.
correct, but
That's
we are
why-
not allowed
to even bring the
to
questions
bring
out.
questions.
so wait
So
to
how are you going to
if
get
if
the
if
questions?
students are not allowed to bring the questions out, so I think the lecturers have a reason why they don't want their questions
Yes,
to go
to
out.
come out.
And then you are infringing on this right they have to keep the questions how do I say it, to keep the questions in secrecy, because they don't want it to go
Come
out.
out.
That's why they don't allow you to take it
Look
out.
at-
So if you are able to go and get the questions, are you getting it on the website with their consent? How are you getting the questions?
Is it like-
How are you getting the questions to the website?
We have the-
Are you having people who take photos into exam halls, take pictures?
We have
So
the-
these are all questions people are concerned about. How did you get the questions onto the
Come
website?
on.
How are the lectures? Do the lectures have consent? Have
They
you
give
asked?
approval.
Have you approved? Someone has said their questions. It's not your questions. So do you have their approval to upload these questions on your website? So Aki-Ola, the students are asking you, how did you get the questions from the examination hall?
Me-
Have the lecturers approved you to use their questions on your website? So these are the questions concerned students are going
That's
to
the
ask.
website.
But I think the past question website is a very approachable initiative.
Very good.
Very
Listen,
approachable,
listen,
but
come on,
the
listen.
procedure.
It is good. Let's say it is
No,
going to give you
It
an
will
outline of
benefit.
what.
It will benefit some people, even if like it's
Okay.
because
In
my
a way.
faculty new
They are new
departments, and
faculty.
they are
Oh,
now
okay.
setting new
But
questions.
I think if
So
you
it
are
means
if you are
me,
learning,
I will not be
see, some of us-
I will not benefit from
some of
it.
us are last minute learners, so we want to take the Pasco
approach.
initiative.
Yes.
You get it?
How many past questions like have you?
Oh, the past questions there, you can even learn it and it won't come.
Yes.
Now and there. Because I remember anatomy too. I learned part
This-
400 OBJ. Forget. One self no job, Baba.
Because our faculty is new and they will be setting new questions. It will be like 5 years before they repeat questions. So.
see, if you bring a past question, you are trying to tell the students that forget about the lecturer. The lecturer, whatever he's teaching is sorry to
Come on,
it's
come
not
on. KNUAC, they are having a Telegram page
Yes.
that you can access.
I think it's a free
you-
bot or
you-
something. That's
You
someone
you
just did that.
can access, what do you call it? Lectures, notes, and all that free.
Slides
Questions free.
But you are going to pay for
Slides
website.
free. But this one website, you are creating it that you are going to pay
Pay
for. So
dollars.
why don't you create
I think
Telegram something for
I
us?
think he can come in with
Come on.
it in a different way, in a
Come
different
on.
approach. Maybe getting it done by
Past question,
in a
it
different.
shouldn't be an initiative to convince me to vote for it.
So the next on our list is Aki-Ola, and it's still on academics. He's going to fix sockets in our classrooms, sockets and fans. Yeah, he's going to fix them.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Okay,
I think that's what's
this,
in it.
Snazzy
Previous aspirants.
also made
Alright.
mention of it.
Alright.
I think it's very
That's
very- it's a good
good.
initiative.
Very good. Very
So the socket there, because you can't come to class and you
Without-
have to
yes.
get to connect to projector. That one there. It's a
It's
very
good.
good initiative. So if you are
Yeah.
able to fix them, I think to be applaudable. We have sports. So Aki-Ola said there are a lot of talents in UDS which are not being showcased. So you need to bring the UDS Got Talent scheme or initiative. So what do you think about the UDS Got Talent initiative?
This particular policy, like I wanted him to explain it because he wasn't explaining it, so I didn't
One
even
of
get
the
the whole
things
idea.
they don't actually do is give you the details of what they are
Yeah, I
talking
didn't
about.
even get the whole idea. UDS Got Talent.
UDS Got Talent. How? What are you talking about? Is
Because
it about
SRC
sports? Is it
SRC,
about so?
yeah.
If it's sports,
We've
only
been
sports.
having SRC. We've been having Amaroba, which
We
is
have
also
people who can sing. We have
which
people with
is
good
also
voice who can sing.
kind of
Talented people.
yeah,
people who can
showing
do
your talent.
Maybe
Stop.
he wants to fly some of the maybe footballers that are good.
So you don't say
Outside.
UDS got
UDS
talent. You
got
just say maybe a sports exhibition or something. If you say got talent, you are making it general.
So another policy Aki-Ola raised was he is going to bring IT professionals to educate students on how to use these MS Word and Excel,
The Microsoft
Microsoft
Office.
Office, yeah. And then I heard a statement he made that he was teaching Lawrence Kev to some 100 students about their TTFPP, and he realized that some AGYEI students and bioscience students cannot even type. I'm going to school, bro, on Microsoft.
Are you
Office.
serious?
This is serious.
Specifically, bioscience and AGYEI.
Yes.
Bioscience.
You mentioned another faculty, but I didn't hear that.
That is a very
They
big
can't
insult.
type and go to school.
That's a very big issue
Because I'm in the faculty of bioscience.
You know we can actually call him and then sue him on that what he has said.
Because I'm going to school there.
How can you?
Primary say IT lab. I am going to
school.
You can't tell I'm going to school.
And then he specifically just say maybe some
the
students-
initiative is very perfect. It's good. Teaching Excel because some people don't know how to use Excel. Some of the
say it in that way.
some of the Microsoft Office tools they don't know how to use
You
it.
see, some of
them, they don't know how to use it.
Some of these aspirants, the words that come out from their mouth, they should be concerned of it. Because some people will vote for you not only because of your
It's how you
policies.
converse with them, how you
It's not
talk.
only because of your policies.
See, what he said is
No.
very good, but
Some
what
people will take it
he ended,
personal.
what he ended with, like
That's
some agreed students,
agreed
like,
He was
students
teaching
cannot
Lawrence
type.
Kev. He said he
I'm
thought
going to
we
school.
all knew about it. So he was just teaching the complicated like Lawrence Kev. And then some of them, he realized that some students in bioscience and agri can't type.
These people,
I am going to
I was
school,
very
so
they
shocked.
should be
So-
mindful of their
So are you
I
trying
was
to
very
tell me?
shocked.
Are you trying to
They
tell me
only
that
come into
someone with a
public
mobile phone
space.
cannot type? I am going to school. The same keyboard, QWERTY keyboard star on the phone is the same QWERTY keyboard, standard QWERTY keyboard on any laptop, any computer. So you are telling me someone cannot type? I am going to school, and he specifically said bioscience and some agri. That is very bad. As a leader, you don't see that.
Let's pardon him for that.
Yeah,
And
forget about it. Let's go
Let's
to the next
continue.
topic.
So last on Aki-Ola's list, the policies we have, last but not the least, is Aki-Ola said he's going to introduce free MTN SIMs to all students, which will be receiving 3 gig of data every month. So he's going to give us MTN SIMs, and then we're going to make calls to our friends on campus who are using the same SIM for free, no charge, plus 3 gig data every month. What do you think about this policy? Is it a very good policy, or how is it achievable? Do you think it's good?
I think the policy is all the policies. I'm
All
saying
the
all
policies
the
are
policies
good.
are doable. Listen,
Are
are
they are
doable,
doable, okay.
but like you are looking at the priority.
After
Listen,
you're done, I want to say
listen,
something about the doable.
giving 3 gigabytes to students every month a day. A student can use more than 3 gigabytes.
Me like this, I use like 5 gig. 5 gig.
So
I'm active on my phone.
this is where I will choose the
priorities over.
yeah, I will choose the
Whatever
distance,
it
the Wi-Fi over the data, because the Wi-Fi is kind of unlimited, and the data is limited to 3 gigabytes.
All right. And then about the doable, I heard during the manifesto, I was listening attentively. He was asked about how he was going to do that, and he was mentioning that a deputy speaker in KNUST told him about it that it was doable, but then MTN needs about 10,000 students to be present in the school to be able to come and do it for him. And currently, he mentioned that we are 6,000, and he mentioned something like it's not possible. So he said it wasn't possible, but it was in his manifesto. It's not because if you are saying MTN needs a maximum of 10,000 students,
Wait.
you know about it.
Is he actually contradicting himself, or he wants to get?
So I was confused at the moment, but
currently we are 6,000, and you need 4,000 to add up before you can meet that criteria.
You see, when
before
we
they will
started,
accept your
when we
policy.
started, I was
But
asking you, some of them, is their policies long term or short term?
so
Even
I was confused.
the
I was
new-
confused.
The new level 300, the 100 that they
Yes.
come.
You're not even
They
up to
won't be more
1,500
than-
yet.
They will be more than
And you have like 6
8,000.
months.
What if this year?
400 to their limit.
What if this year UDS is going to say they are not going to do waiting results? They're going to admit people who have their results again. They'll be less than 2,000 again.
Come on, you telling us your policy and
And still contradicting your own
right
self.
that
It's-
place now.
As
say
a
that-
manifesto, he says it's not
you say that
possible.
you know that it's not possible.
So why would you do
So
that?
why would you put it there? Like, no, wait. No,
I think
wait.
right now,
Just-
we are done.
No,
We are done with
wait.
Aki-Ola.
No, there are some things that
We are done with Aki-Ola.
no, let me
Just to convince
Alright,
students.
alright.
Yeah, as in, if you are, be sincere.
Come on.
Be sincere with
So I think the MTN everything it was a sweet talk because you said earlier he said himself that we need 10,000 students.
And we are
MTN needs 10,000
26,000.
students to be able to come and
6,000.
fix these sims for us. Give us these sims to use, and we are 6,000.
He said it's not possible.
Are you going to borrow
He
from-
himself said it's not possible. So let's skip that
So
one.
that means maybe
Just policies to.
I think maybe he will move it from his policies. Maybe when it's published, maybe he will move it. So let's just wait and watch. I mean, just yesterday. Now we are moving on to MUMIN, our last on the list. So he has a lot of policies, and then we'll be talking about the key ones. MUMIN said in one of his policies that he's going to provide transportation for level 200 students to their communities. What do you think about this?
I think this initiative is good. Me, I was buying into it initially when he was saying it because TTFPP level 200. I suffered. My
we all suffered.
Charlie.
Also, I remember I spent one day or some nights on the road.
We went to a bus station at Wa. Then
Yes.
when we
We're
go
just-
there, they told us that all their buses are away. And
Just
they don't
waiting
have
for-
any bus now from here going from moving from Wa to any other places. So they can't do anything unless tomorrow. So you have to sleep there.
You have to sleep at the
Then
bus station.
we then they called us and they said they've gotten a bus, but then the fare has moved from
From
110
its original price.
110 to 170.
Wow.
Just look at this.
Mama,
Just
it's-
look at this.
That's why me I'm buying to this policy.
So-
that if the SRC is coming in to
Solicit for that.
solicit for
It's good. Let me ask you. So SRC is coming.
But it's going to be it's going to be very
SRC is going to
No.
so which money is SRC going to use to pay?
It's
Which
going
bus
to
are
be
they-
very
students are going to
difficult.
pay. Listen.
Students are going to pay.
Students are going to pay, but
So-
you organize bus so that
SRC
it
is
will be
going to get
convenient.
the bus.
Yes.
No.
It will reduce stress. Like
He said it's free.
He said
free
it.
he
I
said
heard
it's
it was
free.
free. Yes.
free
Ah,
transport.
okay.
So how
Me,
is it?
So
free?
I think
We have
I think the moment guy has money. Because
We don't
he
care about your
mentioned-
money.
He mentioned that he's going to give data to customers.
Listen, we don't care about
Yeah.
And he
it.
said
Yeah.
if the SRC money can't do it, he use his own pocket money.
Let me tell you something.
So
Let me tell you something.
let's see.
Let me tell you
But we don't know how sure it's going to be possible. But he
Give
said he
me-
has money. I think MUMIN also mentioned that he's going to fix our portal issue and then he's going to bring Wi-Fi on campus. These are big policies that have
Yes.
been set
Top
in
priority.
policies of other aspirants. So I
Me,
think
I'm frustrated.
we've delved much enough into these policies, and then we've made our suggestions. They are all opinions. Yeah, we are not trying to threaten anyone. No propaganda.
No.
These are our concerned opinions we are bringing out to the aspirants. When they come, any of them can win the election. So when they come into power, they should take this into
All the
consideration.
best to every-
And that's what we are trying to do. So I think you have any closing remarks?
Yes, I have a little submission I want to do. I don't know that our current administration, SRC administration, I'll be very happy if you get a cadet on board, do a quick evening patrol sometimes because the robberies they are getting out of hand. So this is a very a simple edge that I want to get.
But then my own would be the priority of the students that me I know the most priority is maybe giving us access to the Wi-Fi and also water projects. These two are the main priority of the students.
So I think we are going to end the show on these remarks, and then we'll see you in the next episode. Student politics.
Students today, leaders tomorrow.